Klay. Tomorrow is the 3-year anniversary of Game 6 against Toronto, your ACL injury elimination. I'm just wondering if you can offer a little perspective on what that day was like for you and to be here 3 years later in a critical Game 5 and playing, at a high level again.
Well, there's a lot of emotions that day. We came real close to having another opportunity at a three-peat, which hasn't been done since Shaq and Kobe. And, when I hurt my knee, it was kind of uncharted territory for me because I had been able to be consistently present in the lineup my whole career. So I had to kind of realign my whole train of thought with the months coming up. It was just I knew I had a lot of training ahead, and I knew it was actually hard because I didn't really get a break. Usually after such a long season, you get a nice summer break, but I had to go straight into rehab, and it was kind of like a long cycle after that, a couple years, and now to be here again, I wouldn't change anything. I'm very grateful, and everything I did from that point led to this, so I would not change a thing.
Over to your left. Hi, Klay. Your team talks a lot about playing with necessary force. Some games is better than others. I'm curious, as a player, early in the game, how do you know if you're playing with that right force? And if not, what do you do to kind of correct it?
Yeah, you can just, to correct it, that's what the coaching staff is for. They let you know in a very emphatic way. And how do you know? Well, usually when... Oh, man. It's hard to know until you watch the film after, but a good indicator when you're out there is just not letting them get layups or easy, wide-open looks in the beginning, but making them work to score. That usually means that we're locked in.
Davide in the center.
Klay, hi. Davide Chinellato with... Hi, Klay. Davide Chinellato with Gazzetta.
Dang.
Davide Chinellato with Gazzetta in Italy. This is your 6th straight finals, or 6 in 8 years, depending on how you count it. How much is this routine for you, and how much is, I'm at the finals and playing for a championship?
Man, it seems routine, but I just know how special this is. I'm trying to just be present in everything I do during this time, even this interview, and not look ahead, not even look ahead to tomorrow, but just enjoy this day before the big one tomorrow. And the NBA Finals is such a cool thing to be a part of. I remember being in Istanbul, Turkey in 2013, doing some stuff in the NBA and waking up real early just to watch it, 3, 4 in the morning. So to realize that these games are broadcast worldwide just reminds you how special it really is. I know when my dad played back in the day, the NBA was not as global. So to be here now and talking to you from Italy or a reporter from China or somebody from Brazil, it's special.
Monty in the back.
Klay, everybody remembers, going back to Andy's question, how after you got your knee injured your knee, you were in the hallway. It looked like you were trying to figure out a way to will yourself back onto the court, and you wanted to keep playing. What was going through your mind, and how was it that you finally realized that, okay, this is not going to work, you can't get back out there?
Well, I never had such a severe injury, so I didn't think it was that serious. I thought I might have sprained something in my knee, but, when you're in the championship and you're playing in front of our fans, your adrenaline is so high that you kind of disregard anything that makes sense. And, running around on a torn ACL doesn't make very good sense. And I just thought, I don't want to leave these points on the board, man. This is the finals. I'm going to go get this 30 ball. And then on top of that, I went to the back and they did a little test, and they came out with the the conclusion that I should probably put some crutches on. And wow, what a time, 3 years ago. Wow, just goes by fast.
Vince.
Clay, Vince Goodwill, Yahoo Sports. In the aftermath of Game 4 on social media, there was a lot of Steph praise from Dwayne Wade and LeBron James, and it seems like that's kind of they've grown to respect him more or admire him more. Have you seen that as far as maybe from your peers over the past, 4 or 5 years, as opposed to when you guys first really got going, that there's a real admiration for what you guys do?
Yeah, I guess. I mean, that we're still here. I think that we're knocking on the door of another championship. I think that hopefully, hopefully that gains respect amongst the greats who played, so they know how hard it is to get here year after year. It takes a great toll on your body and even your mind. It takes a lot of mental fortitude to stay hungry and want more and more after so much success, and Steph is the embodiment of that. The man is never satisfied. He just continues to mesmerize the world with his talent.
Klay, along those lines, I was going to ask you, what did you learn watching Steph during your time rehabbing, and maybe other things you've learned from being back alongside him now that, after having that perspective and just how amazing he is year after year?
I learned that he's one of the greatest to ever play, and I learned that he can do anything with the basketball in his hands, especially when it pertains to shooting the ball.
Right here.
Klay, kind of a two-parter. First off, did you know or make the connection that tomorrow would be the 3-year anniversary before Ann asked that question?
No, I did not.
Do you anticipate you'll take maybe a special? You talked about really savoring this entire experience being present, but will you take a special moment just to appreciate how far you've come over these last 3 years and how hard it's been for you?
Maybe for a second, but then when I step on that court, I want to win. Any means necessary. I don't care how ugly or pretty it is. Let's just win, protect our home court. I'm not going to sing Kumbaya or anything. I just want to friggin' win.
Recording stopped.